Hello world, it is Perez Hilton. Earlier today, Britney Spears appeared by video in court, a hearing that she requested to express a lot to the judge in her conservatorship case. I have so much that I want to say. First, I'm sorry to Britney Spears. I've apologized so many times, and I will continue to apologize for my past coverage and treatment of her. I also have something I would like to say to the Free Britney movement. But before I get to that, today, I have been getting so much hate and bullying from people who were and are upset at how I used to talk about Britney Spears. So my message to all of those people is, fuck you. It just does not compute that you're going to bully someone for bullying somebody in the past. How does that make you any better than what I did? It doesn't. Thankfully, I fully own how reprehensible I used to be back in the day. I can see it, I can acknowledge it, and I carry with me deep shame and regret. Especially knowing that I contributed to Britney Spears' pain. And to the Free Britney movement, I would like to apologize to them as well. I thought it was just inconceivable that her father was this villain. I just could not believe that he would not have her best interests at heart. And I have read Britney's words to the judge today in full. And I am so thankful that she's got her boyfriend. A lot of people in the Free Britney movement or fans in general are skeptical about Sam Asghari, Britney's boyfriend of many years now. But I do believe that Britney loves him and that he loves her. I mean, she wants to have a child with him. And she said in court that the conservatorship isn't letting her, that she's got an IUD, a contraception device, and wants to take it out so that she could try to have a child with Sam, and that she is being forced to have this contraceptive device in her. Just reading everything made me so sad, not just because of how strongly she shared that she was wronged by her father and her manager, but also it's devastating that Britney told us today in her own words that her entire family has not been there for her. Her entire family, not just her dad, her mother, her brother, her sister, they've all, according to what we read and heard today from Britney, they've all been living off of her and this conservatorship for the last 13 years. She said it explicitly. She wants it to end. She has been under this for so long now. She didn't know that she could contest it. She wants to be able to hire her own lawyer. Like, why is she not able to hire her own lawyer? That is just mind-boggling. And she has to pay for her father's lawyer, for the conservatorship's lawyers as well. Britney, God, it's just like she detailed so many instances where she was forced to do things that she didn't want to, like that planned second Vegas residency, going on tour, performing while she was sick. Things like forcing her to go to therapy in an office when she would rather do therapy at home because it's more private. I read everything that Britney said, and I listened to the live stream as well, or parts of it, and it was a different Britney Spears who showed up in court today. She was angry, justifiably so. She's been forced to do so much and mistreated by those that were closest to her, by her family. And she was so lucid. She was clear and sounded different than, some of the videos that are posted on her Instagram. To get somebody in a conservatorship in the state of California is very hard. The New York Times reported a while ago that when filing for the conservatorship, her father, Jamie Spears, checked off dementia. Hearing Britney Spears speak today, I'm pretty sure she doesn't have dementia. I'm not a doctor, clearly. I haven't treated Britney, but I think we must respect this woman's spirit and her wants and needs. She says that she cries every day, that she's depressed, that she had lied to us and claimed previously that she is well, but she's not well living this way, and she doesn't want to live this way anymore. I've said this time and time again. The overwhelming majority of people with severe mental health issues are not placed in a conservatorship. So why should Britney, whatever it is that she has, if she has bipolar or schizophrenia or BDP, if that's the same thing and I didn't use the correct terminology, she should be able to do whatever she wants. Some people may not want to hear this, but if she wants to gamble her money away or just waste it all shopping, she should be able to do that. If she wants to drink alcohol, shouldn't she be able to do that? What happened to the concept of free will? I understand that back in 2007 and 2008, things did not look good for Britney. I've said this before and I believe it. I thought she would probably end up dead had there not been this intervention to help turn her life around. But her life has been turned around now, and it's been turned upside down. She is a prisoner. She's a prisoner. They threaten her. If you don't do this, you're not going to be able to go on vacation. If you don't do that, we're not going to let you see your kids. Like, everything that Britney said today is just mind-blowing. From her family to her manager to her new conservator, Jody Montgomery, whom she also took to task. And I'm really thankful that she has Sam Asghari in her life. I'm really thankful that she has her children. I'm also thankful that Kevin Federline seems to be a decent dude from the outside. You know, if K-Fed wanted to, over the last couple of years or the last few months, Kevin Federline could be doing interviews left and right that he would get paid for. We know that there's media that would pay Kevin Federline to speak, or paparazzi that would pay him to speak, but he hasn't said anything, and I think that's very commendable. Britney Spears spoke in court for about 20 minutes today. She even claimed that she was abused by her former therapist. Her former therapist was abusive, she said. This therapist is now dead, passed away in 2019, but I hope that Britney is heard and her desire is granted. There is another scheduled court hearing for next month. Towards the end of today's court hearing, the audio feed was cut off because the judge somehow, or people in the courtroom realized that the audio feed was leaking, that it was on Twitter and it was elsewhere, and people were listening to the audio feed that they shouldn't have been, but who cares? Britney wanted this on record. In fact, Britney Spears said today that she wants to be able to share her story. She wants to tell the world everything that has been done to her over these last many years. And she hasn't been able to share her story thus far. Her entire family has let her down. Her entire family has let her down. And I'm very thankful that, last year, some of you might remember, I was seated right here when I was going through a big moment. And I see you all watching live. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Lady. Hey, Naya. Hey, Tyrone. Hey, ex-princess. I went through a big, not breakdown, or maybe it was a breakdown. I was severely depressed last year, and my mental health was not in a very good place. And that led me to do a lot of soul searching. And last year, in December, before that Framing Britney Spears documentary came out, I wrote Britney Spears a very long email. And I sent it to her. And I know that she got it and she read it. And it was apologizing privately to Britney Spears. And yesterday, I did an interview with CNN, 2 interviews. I did one with CNN and I did one with Sunrise in Australia. I apologized then. I apologized in my memoir that came out last year. I've apologized in videos. I will continue to apologize. It is something that will haunt me and stay with me for the rest of my life. I pray that my children learn from my mistakes. There's going to be a lot of very difficult conversations to have with them in the future. Hi, Leslie. Thank you. I love you. She literally says, I've been in shock. I am traumatized. I just want my life back. She calls the conservatorship abusive. And the Free Britney movement was right. The Free Britney movement was right. I was deluded. You know why also? Because for the last 13 years, this conservatorship has been reviewed at least once a year, if not more than once a year, by judges and in the court. Not only has her family, her manager, her conservator her therapist failed her, but the legal system has also failed Britney Spears. The fact that this has gone on for so long and she's been this way, it's unacceptable. Unacceptable. And it's super sketchy that the judge, who is a woman, asked Britney's court-appointed lawyer if they wanted to file, I forget the exact term, a dissolution request for the conservatorship, to end the conservatorship. And Britney's court-appointed lawyer says that they haven't gotten that request from her. Hello, court-appointed lawyer. Did you not hear anything that Britney Spears said today? Britney said over and over and over and over again that she wants this conservatorship to end, and for it to end right now. That she doesn't even want to be evaluated by any medical professionals. End it. And let her live her life. And if her life is off track, then let God and her boyfriend try to get it back on track. It's clear that this is no way for her to live anymore. Thank you, Cisse. Appreciate you. Britney says she was in denial. I was in denial too. I was in denial. I really believed people. You know, I was told, oh, Britney is so unwell that she can't even do media interviews. The person that I heard today in court sounds very capable of doing media interviews, sounds very capable of telling her story, her truth, what has happened to her. Oh, gosh. And it's especially frustrating that Britney's been trying to end this conservatorship since at least 2019, when she previously showed up in court and told this same judge that she was not happy with the conservatorship. And she said today that she didn't feel heard or believed by that judge. Well, to Britney Spears, I definitely hear you and I definitely believe you. It is a shame what this system has done to you. It is a shame what your family has done to you. It is all just shameful. And I'm just so angry. It doesn't affect me. I mean, maybe it does. Just all of the people just being so truly vicious to me today. Like, I get it. Listen, you can have an opinion about what I did in the past. You can have a strong opinion, but calling me all these awful names and sending me hate and death threats and all of these things that I've been subjected to today, that makes you no better than I was in the past. And I am better than I was in the past. I am not the old Perez. I will not be defined by how you view me. I know who I am. I know that I'm a good person. I know that I have a big heart. And I believe you, Britney. And I believe you, the Free Britney movement as well. Hoping for the best, praying for Britney Spears, and Free Britney.